Hey YouTube, it's YouTube here. Today, slash tonight, I'm cooking a full meal in the Presto 16-inch electric skillet. I'm going to be doing some small steaks that are beef sirloin tip steaks, some fresh asparagus, some fresh carrots, some fresh mushrooms, and these, I got these from the grocery store. They're steamless, small sweet potatoes. I've already steamed them and they feel like they're cooked through, so I'm going to cut them in half. I'm going to put them on there so I get a little, crust on them. And I'm going to have to do it at different stages because everything's not going to cook it the same. So first things first, I'm going to pop this up to about 250. And I'm going to go grab my lid because I am going to use that. And I've only used this once, but I got some avocado oil. It's supposed to have like a 500-degree smoke point, which should be really good for steak. So I'll be right back. Alright, first things first, I'm going to put a little bit of this avocado oil on this side for my carrots. And I am going to take two and put them over here on this side because this is going to be for Sophia. I got a nice little steak for her that that's not seasoned, and of course I'm going to season these, and I don't want this stuff seasoned until everything's done. That way she doesn't get the extra crap that her little body don't need, but she still gets a nice little treat. Now I am going to grab myself a little salt. Let's face it, all vegetables, even though it's not really that good for you, smother them in salt tastes good with it. And we're going to use some green onion, garlic, and if I can find it, here we go. Got to be really careful with this. Jalapeno powder. Open it away from you, be careful, and don't breathe. Since every time I use this, somebody starts sneezing. You don't really want a lot. There we go. Okay. And now I'm going to take my lid, toss it on there, and just give it a little bit so they'll cook through. And when they're almost cooked through, I'm going to put down Sophia's steak because it doesn't need to be cooked all the way through. So, and plus I don't want seasoning because right now there's only seasoning here, and I don't want seasoning everywhere. So we'll be back just a couple minutes. Okay, I've let these carrots go for a couple minutes. Flip the ones that were in a grease especially. I got a little bit of brown on them. Now, depending on how done you want your carrots, depends on what you do. I am going to put some water in this. Give them a little bit of steam. I don't want to drown them, but I want a nice little steam in there so I can get them about halfway cooked. So that way they're still a little crisp. I'll be back. Okay. I got my stuff going. I put Sophia's carrots over in a corner. One of them did brown a little bit. She likes that. She'll like that. Stay off the heat. Now I'm going to take her steak and just throw it on there with no oil or anything. And then I'm going to put a lid on it because she doesn't much care if it has a really good sear on it or whether it steams or fries or what. So, and I think she's also going to get a sweet potato too. Or at least part of one, I'm not really sure. It depends on how big they are. And then we'll get back to making our meal. Okay, I'm back. Time to get Sophia's stuff out. There we go. She'll like that. now I'm going to get this ready. Oh, those carrots look good. Put them on the side like this. Because the coil is like right here. So, I'll eventually set this for a minute. And I'm going to move over my asparagus. So I'm going to take my carrots off for a while because I want to get this nice and hot for the steaks. So we'll just take those off for now. It's just temporary. Alright. And I'm going to turn this up to 400. Nice and warm. Of course, I'm going to use my avocado oil. Put a nice little glob on the bottom. And while I'm waiting for this to warm up, I'm going to cut my sweet potatoes in half. So when everything's done, I can just get a nice little crisp on the bottom of them. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Should be nice and warm. It's smoking right now, not because of the oil, because I had other crap in there. So it's time to put my steaks down. And each one is going to be cooked to a different temperature. So, there we go. And I'm not going to put the lid on because I don't want them to steam. So, that'll be really disgusting. Plus waste of a good steak. Now, I'm also, like I said, I'm going to get my potatoes. I've already got cleaned up a little bit, but I cut them in half. And then I need to clean my mushrooms, the dirt off my mushrooms. And my asparagus is already set, which that doesn't take long to cook because they don't like cooked all the way, so that'll be easy. Just like that. And I'll be back in just 1 minute so you don't have to stay in here and watch me do this. Okay, I'm back. So I'm talking loud because I got the over the stove, whatever it's called, air sucker. I got a brain fart, I can't help it. Exhaust fan. Okay, so we're gonna flip these. Oh, and look how beautiful a sear they have on them. Oh, beautiful. Oh, this is gonna be some good eating right here. So I'm gonna put this over in the corner like that. And this burnt stuff, I'm just gonna a little bit out. Chuck it. Okay. And I am going to, actually what I'm going to do is take my asparagus, drop it down right there, and I'm going to take my baby portobellos, put them right there, like that, and I'm going to take a little bit more of that and just on top of it. Granulated garlic on its asparagus. I'll spread it out so everything gets a little leavened. There we go. And garlic. A good amount of garlic. Some white pepper. And then some pink Himalayan salt. There we go. Put that back up there. And that's it for a couple minutes. I'm just going to let everything sit. I'm going to move these around a little bit. These two are well done. This one's like a medium or so. Alright. Now, even though my knife kind of sucks, I'm gonna like that, in half. Which is super easy. And I cleaned, there was just like one bad spot on them. The ends of them were kind of gross looking, so I took them off. But I don't want to take the skin off because the skin is really good. So. Alright, and now I'm going to take my carrots and throw them back in here because they need to heat up and cook. No, just heat up. They're about cooked through. Well, it's come out pretty good. And now all I'm going to do is take a little bit of this regular old sea salt and I'm going to hit the bottom of it, well, where the split is. Feels like there was moisture gotten in this. Here we go, it's like that. Most of this stuff takes so little to cook. You alright? I'm going to flip my steaks again, so unless anybody says you can only flip them once. They can flip theirs once, you don't have to. Just as many times as you want. Especially if you don't want to put it in the oven. Because as you are upward, the top part is cooling down. So you're going to be getting all the heat in the bottom. You flip it over, at least once you get a good sear on it at least. But that's what I feel. Some people don't agree, some people do. I mean, well, you know what an opinion is like. So, I'll flip our mushrooms. Put this one over here where more of the heat is. Two big ones, little ones over the corner. This feels so tender. I cannot wait. I'm not a big steak person, but I tell you, when a steak feels good, you know, the nice and tender, and especially after you get some heat on it. It's got good marbling, but it doesn't have a lot of crap in it. We're gonna take this and put that right there. Flip the mushrooms another time. Move these over. And we're going to let this steak, well, we're going to let all the rest, not at one point not. This one's going to sit and rest. At least 5 minutes. Now, we are going to take our sweet potatoes each. Try not to drop them in there. So the stuff doesn't flick up on your arms, which is what I did. Right there. That's a little warm, but I mean it's supposed to be. And now I'm going to carefully, so I don't get it everywhere, I am, of course, way in the back. And this is just so the season will stick, and I've used a lot of oil already. It's just a little bit of olive oil. One of those pumps where you pump it and puts air in it. And I'm just gonna roll on there. Like that. Okay. Put away all the stuff as I go. If not, I'll forget it. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of salt. Get a little bit on the skin. And if you want, you can use a little bit of butter on these because butter and sweet potatoes are great. Alright. So that's all cooked. So we take our mushrooms. Oh, and you know one thing I did forget. Right there. Move these around a little bit. Flip my two tiny steaks again. Oh boy, those look good. And now I'm going to take some fresh, all right, not pre-done crap, Parmesan cheese. Now I'm going to, oops, sorry fork, use a regular zester, and right over the steak, I'm just going to use a little bit of this. Not a lot, just a little. Okay, it's a decent amount. I'm going to put a little bit on the asparagus too, but not the mushrooms. There we go. That's it. Now all I'm waiting for is to get a nice brown on the bottom of these. Probably should use a little bit more oil, but I'd already used enough and I didn't know I wanted to use more. Alright. Those are the brownest. Alright. That's the meal. Everything, including the dog's unseasoned dinner, was done in a 16-inch Presto electric skillet. Now, if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share. Everybody take it easy, stay safe, and have fun. Stay cool too, because it's kind of warm out.